What's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and we are in day 2 of having Streets of New Capenna out on the arena, and I am still so excited for this set. There are so many fun things to be doing, and honestly, the biggest issue I've been having right now is knowing which cards to be putting into my decks, because there are so many synergies. I feel like a lot of times Wizards will start building up archetypes with their sets, and they give like almost enough stuff to make it good, and then you have to fill it in with some of the other sets, and those other sets sometimes fill it out pretty nicely, and other times it just falls a little bit flat. I feel like with this set, they actually really nailed having a ton of synergies within each archetype that they were going for, where I felt like there's a lot of good cards that are like, yeah, that is actually good enough to be put in as a 4 of. And the issue I've been running into is that there's just so many things that should be 4 ofs, and it turns into we can't quite do that. You know, we can't have a 4 of every single card, especially the legendaries like Jinnie Fay. This should be a 4 of, but all of the cards that make it work also need to be 4 ofs, and so then it can't be. Same thing with like Jetmir. There's so many different cards that end up being really difficult to make as 4 ofs. Stimulus Package, going to be one of our only ones that actually makes it into that realm, along with Gaelic Readers and Prosperous Innkeeper for this one. But those cards become a million times better if we also have a 4 of Bootlegger's Stash, or we have like Rabble Rousing going off with us as well. And those should be 4 ofs and not just 2 ofs, but we can't build the rest of the deck around it unless we really start cutting back. And I've never had as difficult of a time as with this set, trying to know which cards to be cutting down to like 1 ofs, 2 ofs. And so I know that I'm wrong on some of this stuff. I would love to hear you guys' comments down below to let me know what you guys would do different with this deck, which cards I miss, which cards should be in here that I'm not putting in. Things like Devilish Valet should absolutely at least be a 1 of in this deck, but is it better than making sure that I have like 3 copies of Courier's Briefcase? I don't know, because that's a really busted card when it comes to the alliance mechanic, everything else that we're trying to do. But this also has the 1-turn kill combo potential. It doubles if you double up its power 5 times, so have 5 creatures enter the battlefield, it suddenly has, what is it, 32 power to be hitting in with haste and trample. Rabble Rousing making that a super easy thing to do. And so if we get those synergies working, so that means Rabble Rousing definitely should be a 4 of, and this should be a 2 or 3 of as well. And there's just not room enough in a deck to make that happen. And that's been a very difficult thing for me to figure out how to build around what to do. Maybe we should just be going to 80 card decks like we did with Yorion, but just not have Yorion. And we realized, it actually was working out okay to have 80 card decks. That was something that never was done before, and maybe we should. I don't know. So honestly, I really don't know what to be doing with all of these cards here, and I'd love to hear you guys' comments below if you guys are running into the same issue. I have lots of just like 1 ofs, or Halo Fountain is an awesome win con potential. I actually built what I ended up doing is I ended up building the same deck in just white and green earlier. I recorded the video, and it was just like I'm just missing out on things like Jinnie Fay. I'm just missing out on things like Jetmir, and I didn't put in Stimulus Package because I was going in white green, but that was a way I was able to kind of, I was trying to optimize the play format, but I'm missing out on so many amazing cards for the tokens archetype that it just wasn't as good. Not having 1-drops like Jasper Essential, like the 2-drop slot is so killer right now, but if you don't have 1-drops to go with it, Gaelic Readers needs 1-drops to be able to play out another 2-drop and a 1-drop on turn 3, or else it really doesn't work out very, very well. And so I really should have like 6 1-drops, but that cuts out on everything else. So this is the struggle I've been having right now, trying to make these videos, try to build these decks. We're gonna fine tune stuff and really figure things out probably along the way. And so right now I'm just getting you guys out content. I want you guys to have fun, be able to see some new stuff that's coming out. And we're just going to have fun playing Magic. That is the main focus here. And so we're going to do that. So let's go and dive into the gameplay. Let's see if we can get 9 creatures on the battlefield, so all of our creatures can get +3/+0 and have double strike, trample, and vigilance with Jetmir. Every token that we make will be either a 2/2 hasty green cat or a 3/1 dog, or we're just going to make all of our lands turn into treasures, which we can then turn into Stimulus Package tokens, which we can then attack him with 15 creatures. Pay 5 mana, untap 15 attacking creatures to win the game immediately. There's a lot of fun things we can do with this. Let's see how it goes. First off, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. That really helps me out. I have been stuck so close to 50,000 subscribers for way too long. Please help me get there. Let's dive into it. Here we go. Wow, with how many 2-drops we have in the deck, having 0 of them is not great. Having a 1-drop is nice, but this hand requires ramp to be able to play anything else. We're on the draw, so we could probably find the land or a 2-drop. We have literally all of the best cards that we want in our deck. You know, I'm going to try this one out. We're on the draw. We're in a wee bit of trouble here anyway. Jetmir Sentinel's coming out on turn 2 right now anyway with Jetmir's Garden. And so we're just looking for either a land or a 2-drop, which is most of our deck. Ooh, a second Jetmir Sentinel. That does change things. Yep, that changes things. So now we're going to play this one out first. We found both of our 2 Jetmir Sentinels. This is an important card to have in our deck. Just having a decent 1-drop that you can run into either on turn 1 or if you top deck it by turn 4, they're good. If you top deck it any time after that in the format, it's just it ends up being worse. We need to be hitting our bombs at those times. But with Rumor Gatherer having 2 things hit the battlefield still draws us cards. Yeah, that's the thing I've been having a hard time trying to figure out. It's like there's so much card draw in white right now. I'm not really sure which things to be playing for that. All right, go you, Sentinel. Attack in. This looks like potentially a 5-color deck, at least 4-color. 4-color is seeming to be quite a great way to go with things, I've noticed. So we can get out a Jetmir. Could also get out a Halo Fountain. I could tap for white mana, create another dude right away. That just like gives us token generation the rest of the time. Yeah, we're gonna go Jetmir. We don't get an attack is the issue. Where if we play Jinnie Fey, I could attack with both of these guys there. And then potentially found the mana to hit in for more. Innkeeper. Alright, so their life gain... It's probably somewhat similar to what I'm doing. They might just be splashing blue for Endless Detour because it's the most busted card ever, you know, in existence. Yeah, Jinnie. I don't have enough mana for much of anything else. But that is the right play. Especially if we can get to the bootlegger stash on the next turn. Oh, I tapped on both of them. So this has vigilance right now, so I can attack in and then play out a second spell. Right. I forgot that I could tap on both of these guys once I had another dude out there. They should just be letting us through. Yeah, down to 14. Do I feel like they're gonna have a board wipe? They could very potentially have a board wipe. Auto pay. There we go. Halo Fountain. Get it on out there. And this now, if we ever have a little bit extra mana, we can at least be doing something with it, which is really, really nice. It's just the best, you know. No big deal. Cool thing here is I can tap, you know, with Jetmir Essential is actually worth Halo Fountain is awesome too, because like tap one creature, tap another creature. That gives us 2 mana to then untap these 2 and draw and then attack in or whatever we need to do. Tap 1, make another cat token that's attacking in. Get us up to the +2 and trample and vigilance. Broker's Ascendancy. Yep. I totally forgot this card in one of the other decks I was building. So I can play out Bootlegger's Stash. I can tap down the Sentinels for it. Get myself some other dudes that can come out right away. Yeah, I think we got to build up for that. So I could use this on the Broker's Ascendancy, but I think that we're doing more busted things than them at the moment. They definitely double block if we attack him with these guys now. So we're gonna tap you. Tap you. Bootlegger's Stash, which allows us to have a treasure. Which will turn into, create a treasure token and have it be a cat that'll come in. Oh, it's 6 creatures. I was thinking it was 5. 6 creatures we have to get to. That's fine. Attack in. Really hope they don't have board wipe, but now at least we have Bootlegger Stash to give us all the mana that we need to be able to get up to Halo Fountain stuff later on. Finding a stimulus package could still work amazingly. All right, indestructible stuffage. Ouch. All right, so now next turn, if we find a land, we have literally all of the creatures ever. We are going to play out the Rumor Gatherer to try to draw cards, scry through, make sure we're top decking good things. Iridescent Hornbeetle. That is scary. So many flipping tokens. I forgot about this card. That is a really awesome card. Oh, that's good too. I'm not attacking with these guys now because we don't want to be. So we're still trying to use this mana here that we have available to us. Play out Rumor Gatherer. Play out Innkeeper. We're making, the hasty dudes are most important. Keep putting the pressure on. Restoration. Not a terrible card. I could block some stuff that way. I think we're looking for more, like stimulus package is still just amazing. Helps us out in many a way. More lands are great. Yep. Treasure token. Paste. Another Jetmir. That is vital to our success right now, but I don't really want to. It's our only second one. I'm going to hold on to it for now. We can scry and draw into other stuff as long as we don't have board wipe. And if we do, this will be nice to have. All right, so we got there. We got the double strike. All attack. Double strike, vigilance, tramplance. Tramplance. Oh yeah, we're doing stuff. All right, so that is 1530 damage coming in at their face right now with trample. Oh yeah, this is what this deck can do. But if we're up against a deck that has tons of removal, like that's just impossible to really set up and make happen. And so it's legit, it's awesome, it's super cool that we were able to do that, but there are major downsides potentially. Anyway, on to the next one. All right, up against Aurelian and good lands. I like this. Everything's beautiful about this hand. Yep, Jasper Sentinel into things. I can actually cast a 2-drop on turn 2, two 2-drops on turn 2. Hot Shock Mechanic. Ooh, and we get the Jinnie right away. So I'm actually not sure I want Jinnie right away with this deck, because I feel like I want to be able to build up stuff. We actually need treasures to ramp in this deck, and Jinnie Fae is awesome, but if we lose every single one of our treasures, so any token that we would make, that's not just creature tokens, any token we would make, so our treasure tokens would be turned into our cats and stuff, which is good, but it's also, there are some downsides to it as well. All right, so play this out, go. So we're gonna let them connive right away. Should we get double Prosperous Innkeeper out, or should I hold on to one so I can make a treasure token? Ramping up is nice. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Prosperous Innkeeper. Gaining the double life every time will let them hit in for a couple turns, and that's fine, and we can hopefully build up a board a little bit later. Oh, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. It's so difficult. All right, so they get to connive. They draw a card. They discard a card. They do get the buff on this dude. This is an amazing 2-drop, by the way. In the format, playing 2 cards on a turn is so easy for yourself and the opponent to be doing. And this is also if they're casting 2 spells on your turn. If they're casting 2 stuff at 2 cards at instant speed. Tap land now. So I guess I'm going Jinnie Fae. You know what? I can cast it with tapping down the Sentinel. I am going to let them cast 2 spells here, but I'm going to get the card draw. I'm going to get to look at what I want here first. I also got to see that they didn't look like they had a counter spell, which is really nice. Now we're going to go Jinnie Fae here. I'm trying to think, do they have flash stuff? They have flash stuff at 4 mana with the Obscura person. There's a lot of Obscura cards, but that's one of them. All right, swing in for 2, down to 18, pass the turn. Gaining 2 life every time I cast a creature is good. Letting this Shredder get bigger is bad. Shredder, the Shredder. Oh, man. Oh, no. All right, so they can't kill Jinnie Fey, right? Yeah, I can't kill Jinnie Fey. I don't know what they were thinking. Haha. What a loser. They thought they could kill Jinnie Fey. All right, yeah, can't block now. Down to 17. Maybe that was the plan. Maybe they should have attacked it and had me block it and then do it. Well, we drawn a lot of lands, but we at least get to have a hasty cat come into the battlefield here. Or is it the dog? Everything's dying to this fella. I'm gonna have to kind of attack through it at some point. So I guess if I'm not doing it this turn, it's got to be the dog. The question is, are they going to be playing things like Meat Hook Massacre here? And we're going to say no attacks. We're kind of hoping that we can top deck a Rabble Rousing right now. If we top deck a Rabble Rousing, it's like they have to have board wipe at that point or it's just game over. Okay, Surge Hacker Mech number 2 does kill the Jinnie Fey. That is a bad deal. Still, Rabble Rousing is our best card. See, this is the issue I was running into with the Selesnya version I was building of this, is that we end up having just like so many 1/1s that if anyone's playing Meat Hook Massacre, it's done. Also, I'm not able to block stuff very aggressively without losing half of my board, which is the whole point of playing this, is to get up to Rabble Rousing with more than 2 creatures on the board after everything is said and done, right? So, yeah, I can like block here and double block there. We're gonna take 5. We gain enough life that we can do so for 1 turn. We really need to stop drawing more lands. Yeah, lands are just super not good. That's the turn. Until I'm not drawing lands, I really can't do much of anything here. So, or I need them to tap out. They're holding up that Shredder. The Shredder. Body Launderer. So whenever another non-token creature you control dies, he connives. When he dies, return another target non-hero creature card with equal or lesser power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whoa, they're going for the Mech Titan core with this? Oh, that's hilarious. That's rather surprising. So now they have a blocker with Death Touch. Are they going to let... See, I don't think they have anything in the graveyard. Oh, it's Dollhouse of Horrors type of deck. That's fun. This is terrifying. All right, so what am I doing? Now I know I have enough mana for everything, even bootleggers, whatever. So I think I am now going to kill this. Keep our Prosperous Innkeeper so we can gain some life. The issue now is that once these guys are gone, they're not going to be as scared of attacking with other stuff these later turns. But I at least get to kill the Surge Hacker Mech. That dies. It gets a Connive, draw and discard. More stuff to the graveyard. Haha. But now, of course, he's big and scary. For the love of donuts. What is up with not being able to get anything but lands? Nice. All right, fast turn. Wow. Did I top deck Den of the Bugbear into Cave of the Frost Dragon into Lair of the Hydra? I think there was like 1 card in between that. Whoa, they got another one. Again, 2 off the top. What a gamer. I wish I could game, guys. But I can't. Oh yeah, the other issue with this deck, I was trying to fit so many other cards into this that we don't have removal. But I mean, like, that's not going to be important ever, right? Oh, and I also wasn't able to fit in Wedding Announcement, which is like an obvious needs to be in this deck. Yeah, no blocks, so take it down to 12. And with how much stuff they have on board and this guy coming out potentially on the next turn, that's not going to cause any issues. Clearly, yeah. So they have enough now. 1, 2, 3, 4 of artifact creatures and whatnots that Mech Titan Core is slamming this next turn. Wow, we drew another land. Yeah, I mean, this is just so bad. Ah. If we find a rabble rousing, I guess we have a shot. But we're dead. Yeah, good game. Good game because they have the Mech Titan core and this guy over the top. So yeah, we're just dead. And that's the hard part, is like we did have two. If we had the right two top decks in a row, this deck can win. As long as we have like a wide enough board, all we have to do is rabble rousing into Devilish Valet and boom, bam, done. But not today, not this time. All right, up against Mind Sculptor, and we do have Jetmir, which is a card that makes everything else in this deck possible. Let's see here, yeah. Doing if I actually want to throw out the red there. We need the double white for this Rumor Gatherer. We're just gonna have to find it or use it with a treasure here with Inkipa. And the question here is, Jetmir is a 5/4, which is a really good card. I probably ought to just play that out on turn 3. It's so good if I do. All right, they got the Ruin Crab. Oh man, those lands are so pretty. Ooh, and that's a Jinnie. All of the things are amazing. So it is definitely Jetmir here. And then I think it's Jinnie into Innkeeper and Rumor Gatherer or whatever, just to kind of go off. It's a 5/4 on turn 3. That's good stuff. Gain some life. No attacks. Fast turn. All right, any creature now does at least start buffing up our stuff. And this isn't other creatures to control. Jetmir also gets the buff from this, which is dope. Dude, this is actually going to would be an insane commander. Being able to give it trample, vigilance, and double strike just by doing the tokeny things that you're trying to do anyway, and then being able to get in for commander damage. Oh, rabble rousing. Okay, I'm getting way too excited. Okay, all right, so we have Jinnie Fae, which would let us get more dudes. I can't play the Rumor Gatherer yet. You know what? I can if I do this. So we're gonna play Prosperous Innkeeper. The issue is that this is taking up the mana that I need for the rabble rousing. Rude. All right. Rabble rousing is so good against a mill deck too. If I can have it hit, not get countered. We're gonna go for the value though. If I have more creatures on board and I can slam Jetmir next turn, I get to hit in for all the damages, no attacks past turn. As long as they don't have bounce all my stuff, I'm gonna be okay. Oh no, that's a kill all your stuff type of card. I didn't realize this was gonna be red too. That's scary. Why am I not finding white mana? That's okay. It's okay. I really don't need a lot of red mana in this deck. Do I need more than one red land though? Perhaps. Might as well. All right. Rabble rousing or Jetmir? I feel like they're gonna have removal here, so we're gonna go for the rabble rousing play. This also lets Rumor Gatherer draw us cards, cycle through, scry through a bunch of stuff. Make sure we get a good card here and potentially a free card soon. Ooh, a free Jetmir is interesting. Free card draw. You know what? If I get to the free Jetmir, that is dope. And I can still hold on to this one in hand, so it gives me 2 chances to get the things I need. All right. If they have Crush the Weak here, this is going to be bad. They should have done it before we attacked. Up to 30. No. Not another Jinnie. Another Rumor Gatherer, though. It's not like a major combo play. And I already have that with just attacking in here. Rebuilding wise, yeah, I think we put it to bottom. I think I need some way to actually create tokens. Like a stimulus package is so much better here. The issue is everything that's getting milled next turn anyway. If we're not drawing it right away, it don't matter none. Ruin Crab. Second rabble rousing to the graveyard. What else is in here? 1, 2 stimulus packages, 3 stimulus packages. What the junk? All right, so we play out Sentinel first. I get the chance to scry here. I guess I get to draw this next card, whatever it is. Go Jinnie Fey. I'm gonna get the Jetmir to hit. So if they don't have a Crush of the Week here to destroy all of my dudes, then we're in amazing shape here. There's our second white source. Well, still drew more lands, but that's fine. Now we can get the Bootlegger stash with Jinnie Fey, which is game over, most likely. I guess right now all of these are gonna be dogs. Okay, get the because haste won't matter right now anyway. Bootlegger stash at the bottom. These don't really matter what's going to be here because it's just going to get milled over anyway. So I'm putting a land on top because then I'll most likely not draw another land. Yep. Yeah, that should be game. Double strike, trample, all of the things, unless they have the Crush of the Week here. I mean, they should have played it way earlier if they did, so it's very unlikely. They could have bounce for the Jetmir, which would keep them alive for a turn. But that was busted. We did all the things. And it's tramply anyway. Yeah, oh my gosh, so much damage. And that was just the first strike damage. We get to do that again if we wanted to. That is what this deck can do. And that is so fun. On to the next one. All right, up against Mike. On the draw, this is okay. Here is the issue with this deck. We do need more one-drops somehow. I don't know what we cut for it, but Gala Greeters, just like everything that I've been running into with this deck, when we're on the draw, we just feel super slow. A little too slow, perhaps, perchance. Double Gala Greeters is cool. The issue is Gala Greeters making the treasure be a tap treasure is rather brutal. Disruption, that was annoying. What are we up against here? All right, so I would love to go for the Restoration. That sets up for playing Gala Greeters and Spirit Command on the same turn. But if it gets countered, it's really brutal. We're still gonna do it. It's the best play. The negate or spell pierce. Okay, yeah, so they do have the negate. Bummer. Ah, that we really needed that to be something better. Do I play out Jinnie Fey because it's a 3/3 and can attack in, or do I hold off because I know they're going to have tons of removal still, and I'd rather them spend it on our 1/1s, and we can hopefully stick a Jetmir and Jinnie, and then play a third card, and we can be able to hit him for tons of damage soon. All the counter spells in the world. Disruption Protocol. Dang, I forgot this card existed. That's really powerful. Evolving Wilds. All right, so this is the mill deck. This is just all the control-y cards instead. So Cut Your Losses is a new card that came out just recently. I am going to play out Spirit Companion over Jinnie Fey right now. Probably not the right play. That's okay. Yeah, the issue here with Jinnie Fey is I love to get that ability to start going off. This deck is definitely playing Crush of the Week. They're gonna have lots of things that deal with all of our tokens. Oh, what gets countered here? If I can slam the Rabble Rousing, oh, it's so good. Having 2 creatures on the battlefield for when that happens, oh, so much better. I think it might be Jetmir because it's least likely to die to damage stuff, or they might have to cast 2 spells. Counter spell, I'm still able, like, it's the thing that also helps us win faster. If it's a bounce here, I'm kind of okay with that. It ain't great. Do I get to hit them? Oh yeah, I've done things. Down to 19. All right, Fading Hope. There it is. Yeah, pass turn. We're in trouble. It's the truth. Do we feel like they've been running out of action, though, is the question. All right. I think we got to slam this rabble rousing, and we have to try to win in like a couple turns here. Oh, a Toski for free eventually. Yeah, boy. Down to 18. Bootlegger's Stash. Oh, man, there's so many cards that we have that are busted that take 2 turns to win, and up against a mill deck, we're in trouble. Pasha's Hideous Laughter. Doubled up, and that's probably game. Yeah, 9 cards. Yeah, good game. Alrighty. We got milled up against Amber Ray, and on the play with a turn 3 play into amazing stuff. Oh, it's tough. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. My rule is typically that I'm okay playing a turn 3 play. I'm okay keeping a hand that I don't have anything until turn 3 if I'm on the play. If I'm on the draw, this is a scoop. I try to make sure I have something in the 1 or 2 drop slot. But what I found is that I can... It's worth trying to draw into a 2 drop on turn 2 or to find more lands to make sure I'm getting to everything else. And that does work sometimes. What is up with so many decks playing mill right now? Stop it. So I can make 2 treasure tokens. If I play out the Prosperous Innkeeper. If I find a land, I get Stimulus Package and make a big old board. Restoration is not terrible, but I don't get a token right away. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Innkeeper play. We don't have anything in hand to play with this right now because this is going to be a tap treasure token, which is awkward. I can't play something right away. No attacks, pass turn. But we get amazing busted plays next turn. Hopefully find a land. And being able to have Seamless Package choosing when I'm bringing in tokens for the Gala Graders is awesome as well. All right, so we do have some more of this stuff. Yeah, we're gonna grab the mountain still. Those weren't milled over yet. That would have been bad. All right. Bootlegger Stash. All right, is it Jetmir so I can attack in more aggressively? Stimulus Package. Estus Chariot is awesome as well. This is a tough choice. Do I have one more? Do I have the island here as well? Yeah. All right, it's Stimulus Package. And we're going to slam the Jetmir on the turn that we win. Hopefully. Hopefully that'll be enough. All right, so make a treasure. So yeah, counter here. One more. Oh, they're probably gonna have the board wipe, huh? So we're making treasure tokens. That's what's important. Attack in. Not worrying about gaining life. Down to 19 past turn. Now I have 2 more people to bring down so I can get a counter and treasure token, or just go for the treasure token. Make sure I can keep going off. Be able to have the ramp maybe up to a Bootlegger Stash. Flumph. I think the most important thing here is that I actually play out the Jetmir on this next turn, because that gives us enough amazing amount of damage. So sacrifice this one. Get a token. Create a treasure token. If they have a disruption, I really need to have an extra mana source here. But I think going wide is the most important. I haven't seen someone play Flumph against us with this kind of deck. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm okay making sure this gets bigger and we're able to actually attack in. Because even if Jetmir gets countered here, we're still in better shape because of this. Yeah. Go Jetmir. Create a treasure token. All right, so how many do I have? I have 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't quite get up to 9 yet. Not this turn. I'm getting through with 9. 5. I can get this up to 6 power if I wanted to. Not worth it yet. All right, so do they have the board wipe? We shall see. Holding on for this treasure is more important right now. Anyway, we get to draw a card. Huzzah. Another Jetmir. Pass turn. All right, do you have board wipe? This is the just blue-white version of Mill is what it's looking like. They could have, what's it called? Wandering Emperor, but all of our stuff has Vigilance, so it doesn't really matter. We're in such good shape here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So good. So good. All righty. Keep this. Fairly interesting hand here. About the white source, pass the turn. I like the pinions to be able to ramp up and also just to have, you know, we have a lot of tokens. Having them be able to be a flying blocker is good. Being able to get over the top of a board with life linkers or whatever with the runes deck is really important at times. I think right now I'm going to play out the pinions to get out Rumor Gatherer. I don't have the double white yet. I think that having this out on the battlefield is going to be useful. We're up against a red deck. They're going to have lots of removal. Oh, it's Mardu. Mardu. Crazy stuff. Terrifying. I could get out a 5/4 Jetmir with flying. Yeah, I'm doing that. I mean, that's not a bad play. That is kind of the other side of this. Is like there's so much ramp on turn 2 right now that maybe it should just be a deck full of amazing 4-drops to slam. And maybe that's just going to be that would probably be more competitive than going for these shenanigan type of plays. But oh man, I love the shenanigans. And Jetmir doesn't need to have a ton of stuff around it to be good. You know, like you don't have to have a ton of tokens that you're generating. It could just be that you have it you know, coming out and having what's it called, you know, getting maybe 3 creatures and everything has Vigilance and +1/+0. That's not bad. Maybe giving everything trample if you get up to 6, which I mean it still happens in decks. You know, even if there are board wipes and stuff, you still have the chance of getting up to 6 every once in a while. So maybe you play it a little more fairly is what I'm trying to say. So I can play, yeah, Spirit Companion, give this flying. Gives me a chance to find some more white, another white source, some other stuff. Toski could be really sweet here to draw us more cards, but it'll be even better this next turn. I don't have Vigilance yet. That's okay. This will have, it only has Menace if it sacrifices something, so I can chump block with Companion. Down to 15 past turn. We are losing the race at the moment. We need to either find Innkeepers to start giving us some life gain or something else. Portable Hole. It's the Companion. So don't block. Yep, we're in trouble. Toski's a really good blocker for the next turn. I'd like to have a 1-drop or 2-drop. Like a Prosperous Innkeeper into Toski would be perfect. Rabble, Flippin' Arousing. If they have removal, I'm dead. Actually, just not having enough blockers at all means I'm dead. So, can't go Rabble Rousing yet. We play out Toski, and we can't attack. But I'm going to have to block one of these dudes, probably. Yeah. We just drew really poorly here. We really need to find a second white source so we could have played one of these guys on one of these turns. Like, I played out okay things. We just needed more 2-drops So we can play multiple things on a turn one of these times. Yeah, with a Reinforced Ronin, if they have any other creature that can come in and tap this down, we're dead. So no attacks past the turn. Prosperous Innkeeper. If we can find Prosperous Innkeeper, everything starts working for us. So they crew up. Attack with both. Please don't have removal for the love. Oh, come on. Yeah, good game. There's no way we come back from that now. No blocks. We don't have enough removal in our deck to make that work, so lame sauce. Alrighty. We have some ramp into Stimulus Package, which is more ramp, and the potential to stabilize, which is a very big deal. The issue here is I have no white mana because I need this out on green. Play it out past the turn. Maybe I should have let off with red so that I could have a chance to find some other white. There's another white source. We're going to go ahead and throw it out on white while we have it. I'm not playing Magda, I don't think. Not first. I want Stimulus Package, but I also want the Gaelic Readers available for that too. We're going Innkeeper. Pass turn. So we have to be aware of potential board wipes. Oh my goodness. Card draw. Yeah, okay, we still go Stimulus Package because making a bunch of dudes for the next turn that we have Toski, oh, so good. Attack in, down to 19. I am going to hold off on making these treasures because I'd like to be able to use them with Gaelic Readers and make more treasures, do more awesome things. But, or I could draw 3 cards right now with Toski if I think it won't get countered here. Do I feel like it's going to get countered here? Not right now. But I also have to have another land, so I can only get... Pass to my turn. I think we're building up again. Man, they're just going to have the board wipe, though. All right, this is what we're doing. I feel like this is a board wipe. So then, the best play is to get an indestructible dude out there, and might as well make him worthwhile. So, passing my turn now, going to be drawing 2 cards. Which will help us find the land that we really desperately need. And we'll at least get in for some points of damage. And we can survive a Doomscar. We found a land. There we go. That's what we needed. A second Stimulus Package. So sweet. Farewells are terrifying for us. We need to be able to try to win before a farewell happens. If this is the Doomscar, it is the Doomscar. Okay, so we knew it. All along, did we know that? We can get up to Bootlegger Stash. Double Gaelic Greeters is not terrible. Yeah, that actually ramps us up like crazy. So watch this. Double Gaelic Greeters, make a treasure. Sacrifice a treasure. Now we do counters, and this one does treasure. Now we can make 2 more treasures on the next turn. Draw a card. Another Stimulus Package. Lots of Stimulus Packages, which is nice. These kinds of cards, if we are playing against a deck that has Farewell, we only want one of these out in the battlefield at a time. If they're trying to go for, okay, we're doing the Farewell on this next turn, then that's going to be scary. And we don't really want to play out Bootlegger Stash and stuff like that and before then. I feel like they would have... So we get to make a token. We get to make 2 treasure tokens here. Do I want to grow my dudes here? Yes. We're going to leave 1 treasure available. But we could also like potentially find a Jetmir here, and so going wide would be amazing if they don't have the counterspell, if they don't have whatever else. If they have Wandering Emperor, then our stuff will be vigilant and will be amazing. Okay, I would pass my turn. Still struggling to get that second white source this game too. So we're going to attack in. All right, we're doing the same thing here. Make 2 treasures, sacrifice one of them to get these guys counters. Just keep getting the value from Gaelic Readers. We can win the game with just these guys right now. And all the cards that we're going to draw here is ridiculous. Yeah, sacrifice one of these. Get counters onto these folks. I see. This is the crazy part is once this is set up, if they don't have removal for this setup, it's nigh unbeatable. But so many people have removal for this kind of setup right now. There's still so many things that do stop this. And that's been really hard to figure out what to do with here. Down to 6. Draw so many cards. Perhaps too many. We did already play a land. Probably should not have done that. All right, Restoration is a card I'm willing to play here. It puts something else into our hand. But that also lets us like discard some of our other cards that aren't as important at the moment. If they do have a Farewell, this is still at least giving us some value. More cards that we're discarding here too, though. Yeah, so we get on the Innkeeper. Yeah, gain life. We're gonna get all the value we can. Even if they have a Farewell, we're gonna try to get all the value that we can out of everything. And gaining life is a way to get some value. So, last turn, we're gonna have to discard some stuff. Memory Deluge. All right, so digging for the Farewell is what's going on. We didn't find a Jetmir here or a Jinnie. Jinnie! I can't think of that name without thinking of Forrest Gump. If you guys haven't seen Forrest Gump, you should be seeing Forrest Gump. All right, what are we not wanting right now? Innkeeper, we don't need a second of. Rumor Gatherer, we don't need 2 of. Wouldn't be bad, but we can't really play them. And we'll drop one of these lands. We have a, this is a white source there, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. I'm hoping I can get the second trigger of this and I can bring some of these things back. Wow, that's game over. Yeah. They weren't able to find, or maybe they found the Farewell but didn't have the land there. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, friends, today was a good day. We were able to get quite a few good wins in there. Oh, I forgot. I don't have Overwolf up right now for the MTG assistant for the stats. So this is what happened here. I played up against Mardu kill sec that I'm probably cutting out. Everything else I'm keeping, but I might shuffle the order here because I ran into Mill I think 3 times in a row. Yeah, so yeah, Mill, and so I probably will break those up a little bit so it's not just like, and he's only playing against Mill, because that's what it felt like the whole time. So what is that? We went 1, 2, 3, 4 wins and 3 losses, so not bad. Yeah, and the games that we lost were on the draw, and we drew like 4 lands in a row after a certain amount of time. Like that was like we got a good start. Like I got a Jetmir out on turn 3 against the Mardu Vehicles deck, and then I ended up just like drawing all lands from that point on, and they just had a bunch of creatures that I couldn't really block with Jetmir. They had 4 power. And so I was like, I couldn't really do much there. It was awkward. I didn't have tokens to really block for some reason. The token deck didn't have any kind of creatures to be blocking with. They had enough removal for everything else. Yeah. So anyway, this deck is powerful. I think it's fun. I had a blast playing it with it. We did make the combos kind of work. Bootlegger Stash is the issue with Bootlegger Stash is that you play it out on turn 6. You might be able to ramp up to it, get it on turn 4, I think is the fastest. That would be pretty busted too. Probably turn 5. And then you just have to wait, and hopefully you already have enough stuff on board to make making all the treasures worthwhile. Like, it is just an insane amount of value, but I love the synergy of being able to make all of our lands create treasures into Stimulus package, or I have them make a bunch of tokens for Jinnie Fay. Like that synergy is insane and it's awesome. Our deck is ramping up, and so we have the ability to do that. The hard part is that we are focused on ramp, so then we have to also be drawing so that we don't just run into all of our ramp and none, or all of our big stuff and none of the, you know, both together. And so we need to have some sort of draw, which we did get a little bit here with Rumor Gatherer. Our one Spirited Companion actually worked out pretty well for us. Our Toski was busted on that last game. So we do have the chance for those to really go off and do some really, really cool things. However, the biggest issue is like, we don't have any removal. Like, we don't have very much interaction besides I make enough tokens that you can't deal with my board. But there's so many ways to deal with our board in the format right now that it's kind of terrifying. And we basically have to, like, okay, we got it and you didn't this time, and that's how you win. And that's why it's a 4-3 record right now, and not, you know, 1 or 2 more. And I would guess that this kind of a deck is super fun. Should definitely be played if you guys are wanting fun decks, but will probably never be better than 50%. Maybe just slightly above if you can maybe find ways to fit in board wipes or whatever. Or you know, and honestly, maybe board wipe is the thing you go for. I'm not sure, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Hit the like button and subscribe, and bye-bye. Have a great day.